Hi guys, and welcome to our channel Only in Australia, where you can find travel, adventure, food and culture that is unique to Australia's shores. Hi guys, we're in Canberra and we're about to go to the National Science and Technology Centre, otherwise known as Questacon. This is Parks, and we're just heading now to Questacon, and there it is on the right. The building is in a very modern building with a turret which provides natural lighting to the staircase, which you'll see when we go inside. It's a brilliant centre. If you are looking for somewhere to take your family in Canberra, this provides a great day out. You can easily spend 4 hours here. There's a cafeteria downstairs that's reasonably priced. This is a science centre, and everything inside is interactive, so children get to learn while they participate. So it's not a centre where you just sit around looking at things. And here we go inside. This is the main lobby and ticket buying space. Tickets are reasonably priced. If you want to, you can upgrade to an annual pass at the end of your stay here for the first day, or you can just buy the annual pass to start with. It's slightly under the cost, I think, of 2-day visits, and you can come every day of the year if you want to, apart from Christmas. These are just some of the little trinkets and things, and this is the ground space, and there's the entrance to the cafe, and they do really good sandwiches in there, by the way, and they have nice juice as well. And yeah, and we're going to start heading up. There are a few little machines and things down here on the ground floor, and there's a gift shop as well. And the machines, there's a ball machine where the ball just goes down a track and goes up little conveyor belts and things, and we'll just have a bit of a look through. Yeah, and you can just see some of the ornaments they use that are basic things from science, like a huge wind chime. And yeah, and this is on the ground floor. This isn't a major attraction, this is just something to do while you're waiting for the elevator. So the centre is separated into galleries, and this one is about robots and artificial intelligence. The exhibitions change from month to month, so sometimes different galleries will have something else, and some seem a little more permanent. The staircase, I shouldn't really call it one, is a ramp case. It goes up several stories, and there are many galleries off to the side, and there's a large thing that looks like the actual moon in the middle of the ramp. Yeah, and here we just have some of the predictions of what artificial intelligence is going to become, and how we've gotten so far with robots. And here's some robotic faces, and they actually show from the very minimum metal skeletons and parts up to putting on fake skin and making them look like human beings. And yeah, and there are predictions of what robots will be used for. And the kids get to play with all of it, pretty much, this robotic arm, and you get to control it. And here you get to actually drive robots with these switches and make them move around this grid. Yeah, little Cassie really enjoyed this. And yeah, there's all oh, this is building a face, so we had to make faces and see what they would look like. It's kind of showing you how they go. Now we're going into gallery number 2. And this gallery is on forces and gravity. So Ethan here is playing with these different wheels, trying to get them to go around. And there's pendulum. And yeah, and this is quite interesting. This you can actually make the wheel just spin and not fall off the disc, but it takes a little bit of practice. He's not going to give up. Good on you, Ethan. And gallery number 3 is about Earth, and it shows things about the weather and how Earth works as a living entity. And this is after an earthquake. Just what happened to that pipe. Just talks about how the forces under the Earth work and the tectonic plates and things like that. Yep, and this is just showing weather patterns. And that's the lightning machine. It's going to go off in 2 seconds. And there's lightning. They used to have an earthquake house here, but I think that's not there anymore, or we couldn't find it on this visit. It may still be there. Where you get to see what happens after an earthquake. It's really good, all about the forces. And here you've got to try and get the ball through the hoops with an air gun. He's not going to quit. Oh, here she goes. I think Cassie wanted to play soccer. Yeah, so these things are interactive. They're not just for kids, the whole family can do it. And yeah. We've taken the film while the galleries are a little bit quiet, but if you'd done this 5 minutes either side of our visit, you would have seen adults playing with all this stuff as well. So it's it's just encouraged for the whole family to get involved. It's a really good centre. And you might think, oh, those things are just little things I could do at home, but this place is full of hundreds of them, and by the end of the day you're just totally satisfied that you've had a great time. And it's really brilliant. This is an air harp, so I'm actually playing music. It's picking it up by sensor, and you can choose what instrument to use. So I'm doing the harp. You can do piano and I think some wind instruments too. Yeah, this is mechanised force and swinging of the arms. So it's looking at inertia. And this is, I think this one was about weather and where the sun is and how it affects the weather on different sides of the planet and things like that. It's quite interesting to show the kids how the planetary orbit works around the sun and how the Earth spins once a day on its own axis. Oh, here's another one we'll have trouble leaving. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Just trying to get the balls to not hit each other and also to go spin around and go towards the hole in the middle eventually. Okay, so we're walking now towards the next gallery, and this is what the ramp looks like. So you can always see down into the centre space, and then up high they've got the moon. So it's really good for mobility impaired people to get around here. Although it can be a little bit steep, but the elevator's massive. It looks like it could put 100 people in there. Okay, so we're going into the next gallery, which is QLab. This is based on looking at minerals and rocks and the elements, and yeah, you can see here some stones and crystals and things like that. And as we move around, Ethan's found that interactive display. As we move around, yeah, you just get to have a bit of a play with some of the things and look under microscopes. This is a light thing where you get to shine the light that shines down the optic fibers. If you get it right, it'll like do a pattern. So a lot of it's about discovery for the kids, and then they'll obviously generate natural questions about how did that happen and things like that. This is controlled by magnets, so you're turning the handles and the magnetic force affects the pyramid in the middle. So there are attendants that walk around and you can ask them and things, and this is gear cogs, so you get to work out why they'll turn sometimes and not others if you've got them in opposing directions and things like that. So it's really good for kids to learn this stuff. And here we go, you've got to try and make a you've got to try and make a feather fly up through this cup. And you've got to do it just with the cup. And the feather needs to fly out the top off the desk. It looks easy, it's actually quite hard, but once you find out how to do it, it's quite easy. You've got to create a vacuum vortex of wind that spins around the feather, a bit like a Concorde's wing. Here we go, so they both love this. You've got to roll the ball down the ramp and try and get it through all the hoops and make the necessary adjustments. It's quite hard. And they have these stools everywhere so the kids can stand up and not be too short. Oh, so this area was a little bit closed. I think they'd done some exhibits and they closed for the afternoon, but they this part was open, so you just get to try and build the tallest building you can out of these sticks. And we've built some huge ones before. We've been here before. We didn't really build any really big ones this time, but yeah, we've seen buildings that they're 7 feet high. And obviously it's all about getting the whole structure correct, like you've got to get the right base to build on, but then there's sway involved. Once they get up high, there's actually a little bit of sway. And here we're using this reverse vacuum, and you've just got to try and make these cups that have been chopped up take off and fly. So and this is a lot of fun. And there's the moon right in the middle of the stairwell or the ramps. And yeah, it just looks amazing. If you look at it from the right angle, it just looks like the moon. And we're going into this next gallery now. And this one's based on light and sound, and there are lots of things in it, but yeah, you had to try and get the bite across the wire there. And down there you can actually see the free slide, and the free slide is you get in this bag and it's a free fall, so you actually free fall and then the slide catches you at the bottom. And the first time I did that as a child I was petrified of it, but it just makes so much sense. It's hard to see why they don't have them off of skyscrapers for people to get out in a fire, because if it does actually catch you at the bottom, it would actually work, and this shows that. Okay, and now we're moving down into the space gallery. So here we can just see some pictures of some of the moons from our solar system. And there's a few characteristics on the posters about what's there. So I think Ganymede is here, and they're predicting now actually that there might be water in Ganymede. And this gallery is based on space. Okay, and this is Mini-Q. This is a area for children, I think up to 5 years old, but it works better for us up to 4 years old, so the little ones don't get bumped around so much. It has this construction site, so the kids get to dress up in construction gear and use wheelbarrows, and it has this ball thing in there. They get to collect the balls and then put them into an elevator and turn a wheel, and the balls go back to the top and come back down. So Ethan really likes this. This is the vet, so they get to pretend to be a vet and work here and do x-rays on the soft toy animals. And next door is the little bakery shop. So they get to work here in the bakery and do your orders, and then they can use the little bakery ovens to pretend to bake the cakes and use the cash register to give you a change. So it's really cute. This here's the water play area. So they get to turn things and get buckets to fill with water and tip over on the top of pivots, and there's normally animals and things in the water, like crabs and dolphins and things, but they were about to close, so they'd already started to pack up. And yeah, there you go, so the water tipped over. And yes, further down here, this is an area dedicated to space. So this is a spaceship, and inside there are experiments and controls for the spaceship and a countdown for launch and things like that. And out here they get to do different experiments, and there's a little wind thing there. You get to plug in the right hoses and the rocket goes up. Here we go, we're outside again, and we're about to leave Questacon, and they're just having a little go on the xylophone outside. Makes quite a noise actually. And there's a planet Earth on water, but I don't think it will get to show that. And here we go. And we're leaving after a good day. So we hope you've enjoyed our video of Questacon and learnt a lot. Thank you guys for watching our video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and share to keep us making more videos. Thank you.